Hello, beautiful Aries, and welcome back to another tarot guidance. I'm looking at the next 2 weeks, I think, for you. So let's see what's coming through for you for the next 2 weeks for my Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross-watching. What does Aries need to know at this time? What will be helpful for my Aries to know at this time for the next couple of weeks? Thank you so much. Alrighty. Okay, higher power, flexible, why, and chaos and conflict. Okay, alrighty. Let's start off with this one. Let's get it out of the way. It's a 33. That's the master number. And threes are actually about growth and expansion and joy and happiness and the nice stuff. Okay. Now, sometimes in order to get there, we need to kind of break eggs to make a cake. Okay. So you are on a path, as we all are at the moment, to expansion. Now, Aries, this is kind of the month before your birthday season. So you're wrapping up, finishing off. What needs to be sorted? What needs to be done? All right. Being prepared to sort of step into any bit of chaos in order to make some growth changes. Like if we're moving house, it's chaos, isn't it? If we're changing jobs, it's chaos. So allowing that little bit of, okay, but through that shift, we get to something good. Now, sometimes there's a bit of conflict as well. Not always, but there might be. Now, this could be internal conflicts, like should I, shouldn't I, am I doing the right thing? All of those doubts that can be happening. But also, it can be people around you saying to you, what are you doing that for? You shouldn't be doing that. It's like, okay, am I prepared to allow that? Sometimes it's the conflict that pushes us forward to make changes. Sometimes it needs to get so uncomfortable that it's more uncomfortable to stay where we are than to make the change, because change is uncomfortable. But usually, very often, we wait until it's really uncomfortable before we do something about it. And when we're in it, we're kind of thinking, what the hell is going on? Why is there so much conflict here? But actually, it's pushing you forward. It's doing you a favour. Not easy to see at the time, I know. But if that's your story, just be trusting that there's something quite big unfolding here. All right, let's put that one down. Now, higher power, number 4. Fours are about our foundation. The higher power is your higher self. It is that the top 2 chakras, the third eye and the crown chakra, the connection with your I am, the connection with your spiritual team, your higher self, the universe, all of that good stuff. Your soul connection as well, saying, look, this is every part of your being wants this. Can we trust that we're meant to be growing and expanding and surging forward here and go with it? So we're going to be listening to the higher self. But you are, these two are going together, being asked to be flexible. Okay, there she is upside down on the egg, and the egg symbolizes good stuff wanting to crack open. Okay, but being asked to be a little bit flexible about this shift and this change, right? Not too rigid, not too controlled. You're pretty good with that, actually. So be flexible. Give me an example. Let's say you've decided your boss has been a complete pain in the backside, conflict, and you're saying to yourself, why is this happening to me? If we can shift that to why is this happening for me, makes things a lot easier. So let's say boss is being a complete pain in the backside, being lots of conflict, or let's say that it is a relationship, a friendship, a partnership. And, you just decided, look, it's time for this to shift and change. So I'm going to be a little bit flexible. So it might be, for example, that I am going to leave this job and I'm going to look for a job within 20-mile radius, 20-kilometre radius, but the right job is 25, a bit further. I want X salary and it's not quite that salary, but is a better package. It's that kind of thing about flexible. Can we be flexible? And also within the conflict, can we be flexible within the conflict? Why is this conflict happening? What is really going on underneath? Okay, if you're having conflict with your partner and wondering like, why are they being so difficult? Let's find out why. Let's talk, all right? And let's be a little bit flexible in our understanding and compassion. We'll find out more when we add the tarot in, but interesting kind of story going on here for you, Aries. Let's find out some more. So that's the wisdom of the oracle. This is the tarot of dreams. Tell me some more for my Aries, please. Thank you. All right, let's talk about this chaos and conflict. Let's just find out what's going on. Okay. All right. So we want this new beginning. And that new beginning, all my days, with the Fool and the Knight of Coins. And I want one more. Oh, that'll be the one then. Oh, I say. Okay. The Ace of Wands with the Fool. Indeed, this beginning needs to happen. This new beginning needs to happen. And even if it does cause a bit of chaos, a bit of conflict, we need to do it. All right. Okay. Four of Swords. King of Wands. Judgment. And the Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of power going on here, all right? I mean, you've got the Fool and the Magician. I love the Magician. I just love it, all right? It's you and your magic. It's you and your power. It's you alchemizing and making shifts and changes. You've also got Judgment, which is a rebirth, a fresh start, a new beginning. Oh, I'm ready to move to the next level, taking with me everything that I know, my learning, my growth, everything I am. I'm moving forward now to the next level, all right? And the Queen of Swords at the end, or as I call her, the Queen of Truth. So chaos and conflict here, rooted down by the Ace of Wands. So we have a little bit of chaos because there's a new beginning going on. Now, whatever that is for you, it doesn't have to be something like moving house or changing job or shifting a relationship. It can be, but it can be an internal shift as well. You know, you just coming into a different space, more empowered, impassioned, passionate, right? Enthusiastic, okay? But that chaos and conflict is taking its toll a little bit, all right? This is where we have the resistance, isn't it? And resistance is futile, say the Borg in Star Trek. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. The more we resist, the more difficult and uncomfortable it is. And it's exhausting. It's draining. So they're saying take a step back from all of that. Four of Swords, rest, retreat, back off from the conflict, back off from the chaos and go with the flow. Just surrender. Step into your higher self, your higher power, and allowing that intuition to guide you. Okay, when we resist and kick and scream, it is so draining, and we want to just go, okay, this new beginning is happening. Let's just go with it. Okay, it is a big new beginning. This is quite a good new beginning. The Fool is the equivalent of all four aces, so it's like, okay, big stuff. All right, big stuff. Something significant here. That is going to really allow you, enable you, support you in stepping into your full power. King of Wands. We like the King of Wands a lot. He is dynamic. He is determined. He's full of passion and self-belief. There's no wibbles and wobbles, okay? He knows what he wants. Now, this is you. Stepping into your power, allowing this change. Step back and rest from all of that argy-bargy, okay, and allow yourself to just restore back to kind of, this is happening for me, not to me. This shift is good for me. I trust it. I'm allowing it. I'm not resisting it. And actually I can get quite excited about it because King of Wands is very passionate, and we can have this new beginning, but we're being asked to be a little bit flexible here. Okay, don't be too rigid. Allow it to flow. Like when we look at this card, I'm sort of mindful of the way that the curves just flow. Okay, there's no corners, no sharp edges. It's just flowing. So we're just going to allow it to flow. This new beginning is something that is going to be very stable for you. It's slow and steady is the Knight of Coins. He takes his time, he plods along, and he gets there in the end. But he makes sure that what he is bringing in, what he is actioning, what he is creating, is not just a flash in the pan. I want this to be solid, stable, long-term, or I can't be bothered. This new beginning is absolutely going to bring me the stability I seek financially, and in terms of the security. Just this is good, stable stuff. We like it. And with it being rooted down with the Judgment, which is a major arcana card of rising up from the ashes, you're coming out of that conflict. You're really coming out and asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why is this important for me? What am I gaining here? What am I learning here? Taking that from a very strong place of truth and power. All right, I'm touching the Magician card and saying the word power, because when you are in your magic, when you are in your higher power, when you are in the flow, that is when you are at your most magical self, to be able to create. He also alchemizes, all right? What does that mean? That's when you can turn water into wine. You take something and you make it better. You make it into something much more enriching. But you are doing it from a place of real clarity and truth with that Queen of Swords there. So it's really important when you're asking yourself why. Why is this important to me? Why do I want this? What's really going on underneath? And I explain all of this in my book, From Hoping to Having, about how important it is to get really clear in your goals in order to manifest that which you want. So the why isn't just, oh, I want the money. Why do I want the money? Well, because I can get a better house. Why do you want a better house? Just keep asking yourself why. What you're doing is you're drilling down. And actually what's underneath that is something like, I just want to be free. I want to be free of worry. I want to be free of struggle. I want to be free to live where I want to live. I want to be, what's actually underneath. You keep drilling down. So that why is important. If this was, why am I having so much conflict with my partner or my boss or my friend? Let's really dig into why is this going on. Perhaps we don't understand each other anymore. Perhaps we've outgrown each other. Perhaps this, why? Asking those questions gives you the clarity, but it's important that we're really clear in our truth, all right? Because you know what we're like. We can convince ourselves black is white when it suits us. The Queen of Swords is saying this is the time to be really truthful and honest. Why is that important for you? So getting clear in this new beginning, because it's going to erupt around your birthday time. Okay, so we're getting into that space, opening things up. Change very rarely happens overnight. It can, but if we're moving into, say, a new job or a new relationship or a new home or a new way of health, we don't see the results overnight. It takes time. So, this is shifting over the next few months, this movement into something that is so much better and more stable for you, but you are creating it now. So let's get clear on what we're creating. Yeah? Okay. Let's clarify a little bit. What am I clarifying? Let's look at the Fool. Okay. So what is this new beginning? Knight of Cups can be an offer of love, an offer of romance. Ooh, King of Pentacles. Nice. Okay. Knights are about action. So we've got two knights here now. Knight of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. So we're taking action on our happiness and our stability. The King of Pentacles is incredible power to manifest financial abundance and flow and that security that we're wanting. Lovely. This new beginning is moving you into a space. There's the Magician again. Oh, Aries, you are absolutely in your power. In your power. I love it for you. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Hierophant and the Six of Wands. So the Hierophant also talks about long-term stability, contracts, marriage, tradition, doing things really in a very stable way, because he's Saturn-led. It's all about that stability. So, look at the power here. We've got the Hierophant, we've got the Magician twice with Judgment and the Fool. We are rising up into a very much more empowered, important time. Let's get an affirmation card for you. I am actually having these produced properly. I'm working with an artist, and it's just amazing. They're all more or less ready. The cards, the affirmation cards. Okie dokie. Oh, all right. So the affirmation for you for the next couple of weeks, and this is taken from my book for those of you who've got it. It's page 34. I am able and willing to reach out for help from others. So you don't have to do this on your own. When we are manifesting and creating, let's open up for help from the universe. I always start with thank you for bringing me the help that I need. I am open to the help from my higher self and my spiritual team and the universe and source, but I'm also open to help from people, humans. And so I am allowing the universe to put the right people in the right place at the right time to help me in this transition. So I am able and willing. Are you willing? Because we're not very good at accepting help, are we? Or for asking for it. So come on, Aries, get in there. I am able and willing to reach out for help from others when it's appropriate to do so. Okay? Alrighty. Let's finish off with an angel card, and we're going to have the Angels of Atlantis. Final message for Aries for the next couple of weeks, please. Angel Gabriel with grace. Nice. Angel Gabriel is all about help with communication. So we are in that communicating with the higher self and asking why and all of that stuff. So Gabriel is around to help you. There's the third eye there. All right, you've got your higher power on the table as well. And the swan represents grace. So what is grace? Graceful, flow, allowing, just flow. Okay, don't resist, just flow. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you for the next couple of weeks. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it was helpful. And I'll see you in another couple of weeks. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.